Hi everyone, my name is Emma, and today I want to share something important with you: never giving up. Life is like a long road. Sometimes it's smooth, and other times it's full of bumps. We all have dreams and goals, but challenges can make us feel tired, sad, or think, "I can't do this," but you must keep going. Remember when you were a baby learning to walk? You fell many times, but you didn't stop trying until you succeeded. Your dreams are like that, too. They require patience, effort, and persistence. Think of a seed. When you plant it, it doesn't become a tree overnight. You water it, give it sunlight, and wait. Your dreams also need time and care to grow. Failing is okay. It's not the end, but a lesson. Every great person in history faced failures. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Michael Jordan missed thousands of shots but became one of the greatest basketball players. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, faced many rejections before her books became a global success. What if they had given up? They wouldn't have achieved greatness. Now, let's talk about you. What's your dream? Whether you want to be a doctor, artist, or teacher, you can do it. Challenges will come, but with hard work and belief in yourself, you'll overcome them. Look at Nick Vujicic, who was born without arms or legs. Despite his challenges, he learned to swim, surf, and inspire millions around the world. If he can do it, so can you. Positive words are powerful. They can make you stronger and more determined. Instead of saying, "I can't learn English," say, "I am improving every day." Positive words help you stay motivated. Mistakes are just stepping stones to success, so don't fear them. Keep learning, keep practicing, and you will reach your goals. Focus is essential for achieving your dreams. It means giving your full attention to your goals. For example, when learning English, focus on the words, sentences, and meaning. Avoid distractions like checking your phone or chatting when studying. Creating a plan can help. Decide when to study and when to rest. Even if unexpected things happen, return to your plan and keep going. Focus doesn't mean working nonstop, it means working smart. Study in short, effective sessions with breaks in between. Believe in yourself. Even when it feels hard, remind yourself, "I can do this." Small daily habits, like learning a few words or practicing for 10 minutes, make a big difference over time. Athletes train daily to improve. You can do the same with your English. Set small, achievable goals. For example, learn 10 new words this week. When you reach your goal, you'll feel proud and motivated to keep going. Don't let fear of mistakes stop you. Everyone makes them. Learn from them and stay positive. Patience is key when learning something new. You can't master English in one day. It's a step-by-step process, like growing a tree. Don't rush or compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own pace. Set small, manageable goals. For instance, Learn 5 words a day or practice speaking for 10 minutes. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Remember why you started. Whether it's to travel, connect with others, or advance your career, keeping your goal in mind helps you stay motivated. Patience also means staying calm when things don't go as planned. If a lesson feels hard, take a deep breath and try again. Ask for help if you need it. It's a sign of strength, not weakness. Learning is a journey. Celebrate each step, no matter how small. Trust that your efforts will pay off, even if results take time. Keep moving forward, and you'll achieve your dreams. Let's talk about the power of habits. Habits are the actions we do regularly without thinking. Good habits, like practicing English daily, can lead to great results. Even 10 minutes a day can make a big difference. Start small. Learn 5 words a day or review what you studied yesterday. These small steps add up over time. Make learning fun by watching English movies, listening to songs, or reading stories. When learning is enjoyable, it becomes a habit you'll want to keep. Reviewing is also a great habit. Going over what you've learned helps you remember it better. Create a plan to stay consistent, and don't worry if progress feels slow. Over weeks and months, you'll see big changes. Habits take time to build, so be patient with yourself. Celebrate small victories and stick to your routine. With good habits, learning English will become easier, and you'll get closer to your goals every day. Good habits are like a ladder. Each habit is a step that brings you closer to your dreams. When you reach a small goal, it gives you confidence to aim higher. Maybe you start by learning 10 new words this week, and next month, you'll be ready to write a short story in English. Every step matters. Let's talk about one more powerful habit: consistency. Consistency means doing something regularly, even when it's hard. Imagine a drop of water falling on a rock every day. Over time, the water can make a hole in the rock. That's the power of consistency. Even if you study for only 10 minutes a day, doing it every day will bring big results. If you ever feel like skipping a day, remind yourself of why you started. Think about your dreams and how far you've come. It's okay to take a break when you need to, but always come back to your habits. Consistency builds strength, and strength brings success. Now, let's look at how to stay motivated while building habits. Motivation is like the fuel that keeps you going. One way to stay motivated is to remind yourself of your progress. Write down what you've achieved so far. Maybe you can now say hello in English or understand a short story. Celebrate these wins because they show how much you've grown. Another way to stay motivated is to surround yourself with people who support you. Maybe you can find a friend who is also learning English. You can study together and cheer each other on. Or you can join an online group where people share their goals and progress. When you see others working hard, it will inspire you to keep going too. Lastly, remember that habits are not just for learning English. They are for life. When you build good habits, you become a stronger, more focused person. You can use these habits to achieve any dream you have, whether it's learning a new skill, getting healthier, or starting a new hobby. So, start small. Be consistent. Celebrate your progress. Surround yourself with support. And most importantly, believe in yourself. You can build habits that change your life. You can learn English and achieve your dreams. Keep going, one step at a time. Let's talk about something that can change your life: confidence. Confidence is the belief in yourself and your abilities. When you feel confident, you can do anything. But sometimes, we don't feel confident, especially when we are learning something new, like English. That's okay, because confidence can be built step by step. Have you ever watched a baby learning to walk? They fall many times, but they always get up and try again. That's confidence in action. They don't worry about falling, they focus on trying. You can be like that too. When you are learning English, don't worry about mistakes. Mistakes are not failures, they are proof that you are trying. One way to build confidence is by starting small. If you feel nervous about speaking English, begin with simple sentences like "How are you?" or "My name is." When you can say these sentences, you will feel good. Then, try longer sentences. Each small step makes you stronger and more confident. Another way to build confidence is by practicing every day. Think about athletes. They don't win medals by practicing once. They train every day. The more they practice, the better they get, and the more confident they feel. You can do the same with English. Practice speaking, listening, reading, or writing every day, even for a few minutes. The more you practice, the more confident you will feel. It's also important to focus on what you can do, not what you can't. Maybe you can't speak fluently yet, but can you say a few words? Can you understand some sentences? Celebrate these achievements because they show that you are learning. When you focus on your progress, you feel more confident to keep going. Sometimes we lose confidence because we compare ourselves to others. Maybe someone else speaks English better than you, and you feel bad. But remember, everyone has their own journey. That person may have been learning for years, while you are just starting. Don't compare. Focus on your own path and be proud of your progress. Positive thinking is another powerful way to build confidence. If you tell yourself, "I can't do this," your brain believes it. But if you say, "I'm learning and getting better every day," your brain believes that too. Use positive words to encourage yourself. Say, I can do this, I am improving, and mistakes are part of learning. Positive words create positive feelings, and positive feelings build confidence. Let me share a secret. Even confident people feel scared sometimes. The difference is they don't let fear stop them. They take action even when they are scared. You can do that too. If you feel scared to speak English, start with one small step. Maybe say hello to a friend or read a sentence out loud. Each time you take action, you prove to yourself that you can do it, and your confidence grows. Confidence also comes from preparation. If you have a test, prepare well. If you want to speak in English, practice what you will say. When you are prepared, you feel ready and confident. Think of a singer who practices their song many times before performing. You can do the same with English. Finally, surround yourself with positive people. Spend time with friends, teachers, or family members who encourage you. Their support will help you feel strong and confident. And remember, you can also be a source of confidence for others. When you encourage someone, you feel good too. Building confidence takes time, but it's worth it. Every time you try, every time you practice, you are building your confidence. Believe in yourself because you are capable of amazing things. Keep going and never give up. You've got this. I want to talk about something that can help you in every part of your life: positive thinking. Your thoughts are very powerful. They can help you feel strong, or they can make you feel weak. When you think positively, you can overcome challenges and achieve your goals. But when you think negatively, everything feels harder. Think about this. When you wake up in the morning and say, "Today will be a good day," you feel happy and ready to work. But if you wake up and say, "I don't want to do anything today," you feel tired and unmotivated. That's the power of your thoughts. Positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means looking for solutions and believing that things can get better. For example, if you find learning English difficult, you can say, "I will never learn this." That's a negative thought, and it makes you feel bad. But if you say, "This is hard, but I can do it if I keep trying," that's a positive thought. It gives you energy and hope. Here's an exercise for you every morning. Say something positive to yourself. It can be something like, "I am learning every day, I am strong," or "I can do this." These positive words will set the tone for your day. Sometimes we think negatively without even realizing it. Have you ever said, "I can't do this," or "This is too hard for me"? These are negative thoughts, and they can stop you from reaching your dreams. The next time you think something negative, stop and change it to something positive. For example, instead of saying, "I can't speak English well," say, "I am improving my English every day." Positive thinking also helps you deal with failure. Imagine you make a mistake while speaking English. You can think, "I'm so bad at this," or you can think, "That's okay. I'll learn from this mistake and try again." Which thought will help you? The positive one. Let's talk about gratitude. Gratitude means being thankful for what you have. When you feel grateful, it's easier to think positively. Every day, think about 3 things you are thankful for. Maybe you are thankful for your family, your friends, or the chance to learn English. When you focus on the good things in your life, you feel happier and more positive. Another way to stay positive is by surrounding yourself with positive people. If you spend time with people who complain all the time, it's hard to stay positive. But if you are around people who encourage you and believe in you, it's easier to think positively. Choose friends who lift you up and support your dreams. Positive thinking also means being kind to yourself. Sometimes we are our own worst critics. We say things to ourselves that we would never say to a friend. The next time you make a mistake, don't be hard on yourself. Instead, say, "It's okay. I'm learning and I'll do better next time." Let me tell you a story about Thomas Edison, the man who invented the light bulb. He failed more than 1,000 times before he succeeded. When someone asked him about his failures, he said, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. I learned 1,000 ways that didn't work." That's positive thinking. He didn't see failure as the end, he saw it as a step toward success. Remember, positive thinking is a habit. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes. Start small. Every day, look for something good, even if it's just a little thing. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Over time, you will see how positive thinking can change your life. You have the power to choose your thoughts. Choose thoughts that make you feel strong, happy, and hopeful. Keep believing in yourself and keep thinking positively. You are capable of amazing things. One day, you woke up in a world where everyone spoke perfectly, but you felt like your voice got lost in the crowd? What if you had something important to say, but the words just didn't flow the way you wanted? Have you ever been in a situation where your heart knew the right words, but your tongue stumbled? Maybe someone asked you for directions, and you hesitated? Or perhaps at a meeting, your mind raced, but your words didn't match the rhythm. How did it feel? Frustrating, right? Let me tell you a little story. There was a young man named Ethan who lived in a small town. Ethan was bright, full of dreams, and had a gift for storytelling. But there was one problem: he felt shy every time he tried to speak English, especially in front of others. He admired the smooth, flowing American accent he heard in movies and on TV. He would sit quietly and listen, wishing he could speak with the same confidence. One day, Ethan decided to change that. He didn't want to just speak English, he wanted to own it, to feel the words coming alive in his mouth. But the journey? Oh, it wasn't easy. Ethan started with a mirror. Yes, a mirror. Every morning, he would stand in front of it and say, "Good morning, Ethan. Today, you'll speak confidently." At first, it felt silly. He laughed at himself, stumbling over words, but slowly, those words began to feel natural. Why? Because practice creates comfort, and comfort creates confidence. Now, I want you to imagine yourself as Ethan. Look in the mirror. Can you see the dream version of yourself? Speaking English clearly, confidently, like it's second nature. Let that vision pull you forward. Do you know what Ethan did next? He started shadowing. No, not following people around. He would play his favorite American TV shows and mimic the actors, matching their tone, pitch, and rhythm. Shows like Friends or The Office became his daily teachers. And let me tell you, this trick is gold. Why? Because accents aren't about words, they're about music. Every language has a rhythm, and English, especially with an American accent, dances like jazz, smooth, playful, and full of energy. But Ethan faced obstacles too. He was scared of making mistakes. He worried people might laugh. And then, one day, he heard something that changed his perspective forever. A teacher told him, "Every mistake is a sign of progress. If you're making mistakes, it means you're trying." Isn't that powerful? Mistakes aren't the end of the journey, they're just stepping stones. So Ethan started speaking without fear. He talked to strangers, practiced in front of friends, and even recorded himself to listen back and improve. And now, I ask you, what's stopping you from doing the same? Maybe it's the fear of judgment or the idea that you're too old or too young to change. But let me tell you, there's no timeline for learning. English is a river, and you can jump in any time. The secret is to swim with it, not against it. Here's another secret Ethan discovered. He learned to love words. He didn't just practice pronunciation, he fell in love with the language. He started reading simple books out loud, children's books, because they're easy to understand and full of emotion. He read with excitement, pretending he was performing on stage. Soon, the words felt like his own. And you know what's magical about this? The more you speak, the more you feel connected, not just to the language, but to people. It's like opening a door to a new world. You start seeing the sparkle in people's eyes when they understand you. You feel their warmth when your words touch their hearts. Language isn't just about communication, it's about connection. Ethan didn't stop there. He started using tongue twisters to sharpen his pronunciation. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Try saying that 3 times fast. It's fun, challenging, and a great way to train your tongue and lips to move in harmony. Another thing he did, he made English a part of his daily life. He changed the language settings on his phone and watched YouTube tutorials in English. He surrounded himself with the language until it felt as familiar as his heartbeat. Do you feel the spark yet? Can you see yourself taking those steps, just like Ethan? Close your eyes and picture it. Your voice is clear, your words flow effortlessly, and that American accent you've always admired, it's yours. Imagine the confidence radiating from you as you speak. Feels good, doesn't it? Ethan's journey wasn't about perfection. It was about persistence. And yours can be too. Start small. Speak slowly. Listen carefully. Celebrate every little win. Remember, the goal isn't to sound like someone else, it's to become the best version of yourself. Now, I want to hear your voice. Not tomorrow, not someday today. Take a deep breath and say this with me. I am confident. I am improving every day. My voice matters. Say it again. Feel the words resonate. Believe in them because they are true. This journey is yours to own, and it's waiting for you to take the first step. Are you ready to begin? Or shall I tell you more? Let me know, and together, we'll make this the best adventure of your life.